Nobody can throw my past in my face. I will sit at the table and tell you everything from start to finish. I own my wrongs and my failures. I have made peace with the darkest parts of my life. What is gossip to you is testimony to me.
If you're wondering why I have gloves on, I will be making a whole video about it, and I hope nail girlies click on that video. Like, out of any nail video I ever do, I hope that one makes it in the algorithm. Nail content is just like fun for me, so I really don't even think about numbers, you know, so, but that one, I have contact dermatitis. I have now obtained an allergy to gel products. Only me, but as long as you wear gloves, I can still be doing my press-ons, and now I'll have to wear press-ons when I am a Gel X girly, and I really, really, really enjoy doing my nails. Hey, hi, editing Tyra here. I know you can hear the loud-ass TV. I had no idea that my speaker was going to pick up that obnoxious fan. It's not even on 3. Like, I turned it down because it was that obnoxious. I am so sorry, and that will not happen again because it's on my nerves already, and I got 2 hours. I have yet to look up how much like builder gel is and base and top coat that are MMA free. Simply because I'm a cheap ass bitch. I refuse to not do my nails, so I will be finding HEMA free products for me.
And because I didn't wear gloves for 3.5 years because I thought, oh, that ain't gonna happen to me, I'm like devastated. I am devastated. I really can't do very much with these, but oh my god, did I need a drink. Baby, where is my little vape thing? Hold them up. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at all this stuff, and I have to do a video doing this last Temu haul. I have to go on a no-buy for the rest of the year, and I kind of did it up. I mean, I didn't pay a lot of money, let's be for real. I got a lot of shit, but like really didn't spend that much damn money, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna need nothing for the rest of the year. You gotta spend money to make money, and you have to invest in yourself. Otherwise, nobody else will. You know what, I can't even say that, because I did have an investor for my first round of trying to do press-on nails, you know. That was amazing, of course, but like, that usually doesn't happen. I just happen to have great people in my life, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen every day, that someone invests in your business and trusts you with a $1,000 loan, you know what I mean? I have amazing fucking friends. You know, February of this year, it was a full year that I had started on my journey of like replenishing, you know, and being able to get my press-on nails out there, you know, as a business. And I don't know why, but I'm really in no rush. I have nails that I want to make my girlfriends. I just feel like once I put a video out there and, you know, I can send people free sizing kits and all the things, you know, I'll get all kinds of orders that'll take me a month to fulfill, and like that's enough, and I'm not gonna be able to like fit my friends in. I'm just not, you know. And these are also gifts for my friends, you know, like thank you for being my friend gifts. I hope you feel beautiful, you know. I'm very on that right now, and I've only gotten one friend done all week. My hands are killing me though, dude. My hands are just killing me, and it makes me fucking miserable. You guys have got to wear gloves if you play with gel. If you are watching this and you're a nail girly, you have to. I'm just like pushing the A&D ointment into my hand. I'm so sorry. That sounds disgusting. I have to stop doing that. This is a little jammy, little California jammy that I got from Temu. I got 3. Okay. I got 3 of them. They came in like a pack of 3. We got a stage 4 escapee. Is that even a thing? Isn't an escapee? I did not go to college. Don't judge me. I don't know if I said that right. Anyways, let's get into the video. I have all kinds of videos I need to be making, and I do not care about these gloves. I truly don't. I am pissed off that my hair looks like this, but I didn't think about my hair for this video, because I'll literally be uploading it in a couple hours. I didn't think about my hair for this video, and now I look crazy as hell, and I have petroleum jelly, and that's not going in my hair, okay? Bury that. So here we are. I have to look crazy.
But by the time I edit this and get this out, it's late already, and yeah, plans have changed. I like to think that if I say some shit, I stand on that, you know, all day, every day. As you should. As you should. You should be able to say things with your whole entire chest to that person. And if you're gonna say it, mean that shit. And somebody messaged me on Instagram. And what I seen was what it looked like, a screenshot. And I'm like, oh, what is this? This is what happens when I'm nosy. I make bad decisions. Decisions that do not fit my lifestyle and who I am today. I have set boundaries in my healing process over the last 2 years. I left a relationship in 2026. I left a friendship in 2026. And I'm not going to do myself bogus in 2026. I love me. I don't love me every day, but like I love me today. I feel like this is going to sound extremely egotistical, and especially after all that I have changed in the last 2 years. My ego is still a problem. I'm sorry, the sun's going down, so I'm sorry for the lighting change. I'll have to shut the blinds next time, but I happen to like the sun on me, honey. She is vitamin D deficient, so yeah, sun, come on through. I think for me to go back on something that I post on my word, I do have to explain myself. And I want to explain myself. I truly, truly want to explain myself as to why that reactionary ass decision is not happening. I get a screenshot, I open it, it turns out it's a video, so of course I hear some things, I click out. This person messages a couple more times, and I'm heated. I'm heated, right? We will address the lies, rumors, narratives, whatever the fuck we're calling them these days. I don't really care, like if they're non-truths. And I got pissed off, you know. I won't even make a video without sleeping on it, probably at least 2 days. But within moments, I went to my community tab and made a decision that I was not willing to stand by. I definitely do, okay?
I do. You know, what do I do? Come on.
There are community posts that I will delete, you know? But that does not mean I don't stand on what I say. That just means I'm probably embarrassed of what I said, and I don't want it on my community tab. I would still say the same thing to the person's face, like all the things, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not to take back what I said. Everything I've ever said, I stand on it over 6 years. I've only apologized to, a handful of people, dude, publicly and privately. And I've made thousands of videos over the last 6 years. I've had millions of views over the last 6 years. I stand on what I say. I will die on any hill, unless, of course, it crosses my boundaries. And I think to understand why I changed my mind, why I'm going back on my word, because my word is my bond. And if I type it on that community tab, I have to stand by it. That's how I operate. I don't care how anybody else operates. Nobody should have an expectation of me to be doing this video and explaining myself anyways. I'm doing this because I want to do this. I have never come on here, not one time, and told lies about my life. I've never embellished anything for like the rage bait of it all. I've also never come to my platform to like purposely hurt anybody nor would I hurt anybody, nor have I hurt anybody. I, don't do that real life shit. I don't be doing that grimy snake ass shit. That's not who I am, and that's not who I'm gonna turn into in 2026, dude. Throughout the 2 years that I let yous into my everyday life, I certainly didn't post that much, and I understand that, but like very much it was current day content, and I let yous into a lot of the today, or this week, whereas before I did a lot of story times, or I was homeless and basically reading to YouTube as a diary, documenting for myself how, what I was going through in that moment. Truly, Jessica Kent getting my channel taken away, I'm truly only heartbroken. I mean that with my whole soul. I am heartbroken that I will never get to look back on Diary of a Homeless Chick. That's so sad, But back then, I was able to tell these story times, even if it was in current day, and talk to yous and all the things. And, my content has changed quite a bit, just throughout the last couple years. I do not cover small community drama. I think if anybody thinks that I wasn't going to say something about the group chat gate that happened 2 years ago, like, you got me up, because it includes so many of my friends, like, no, that's not a thing. I'm not going to stay shut about that. But that's not me doing a drama video either, or a reaction video. That's me being like, blah, 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 talking my shit. Because honestly, that's all I do here is talk shit. I just talk shit, and a bunch of people are really, really, really mad. That's crazy. But I have story times during the first half of my life, easily, up to the age of 36, that's a long time. I don't think, honey, I am not staying alive no 80-something years. So, 70, I gotta do something, because baby, I could barely get through some days. You think I'm trying to be here until I'm at past 70? No, I'm not. And I am so sorry if that offends anybody that is 70 plus. This is me talking. I am not talking for you. I have been suicidal for 20 years, dude. Living is a gosh damn chore. But talking shit is just like my thing.
People talk shit about me, and I would talk shit back to them, and then they'd talk shit back to me, and then they'd expose me, and then they'd, find my old social medias, and, just all the things, right? And pull my FOIA, and all the things.
Dox me everywhere I went, dude. Everywhere I went, these motherfuckers knew where I was. I'm gonna be doing a whole series talking about the bullying from day one. And I know that talking about that is going to ruffle feathers. I have to be prepared for that, and I have to not care. And the other thing is, it's going to very much be a story time channel. I will never stop doing reaction channels when it comes to people like behaving badly, acting a damn fool, making me laugh, whatever the case may be. I love to react to videos because I love to give my opinion unsolicitedly. Is that a word? That's not a word, is it? Hold on, guys.
Okay, I'm back. I did a whole lip mask. Sure did. I got pre-rolls last week. Anytime I go, I always grab some pre-rolls. So I was like, oh, let me go smoke. No, I don't smoke trees no more. I only smoke the THC and the cartridge. I had to put my head back, but I want to show you their leaves. It's beautiful. God, I hope you're not watching me on your TV because you've just seen every pore in my face. Why do I do the things that I do? Actually, my lips feel great. So now I'm really ready to record.
And I also know that you don't really know me to be this person. And the last thing that I would even be able to do is put on a show. Them are facts, okay? I wouldn't be able to sit right here, look you in your eye, and lie to nobody. When I make videos, I look into the camera. I look at yous because I'm telling you the story. And if I'm looking away and talking to yous, I don't know. I just feel like it's not right. It's rude or something. I don't fucking know. My pinky is all out of this motherfucker. Love problems.
I literally let something distract me on my phone. I didn't like turn my notifications to not come on. And I'm so nosy, I wanted to read it already and not wait. And then I forgot what the hell I was saying. I need to just get to what the hell I gotta say. That's what I need to do.
It's very awkward for me because number one, yous don't know me to be like this. I think I show like a lot of ego, you know, in my actions in the past. But I don't think anybody realizes who I know I am. And by knowing who I am, me in 2026 with all the healing I had to do all alone, all by my lonesome, figuring all this stuff out and figuring out what to even do next, I'll say it right now. I'm not oblivious to the fact that when you don't like somebody, you're going to make sure that you say you're a shitty ass mom. I did it. I was that girl. I was much younger, of course. I was a fucking problem until my 30s. That's just bottom line. I was a fucking problem. My mouth was always fucking going. I was an angry fucking girl, okay? And I loved being angry. You know me for 6 years. I know I've had a conversation with somebody about it. I couldn't remember right now. But I remember having a whole conversation about the fact that I loved to be angry. And people need to understand, I made money by being rage baity, being reactionary too. I'm not going to take away from the fact that I was not a reactionary ass bitch. You did a live stream. I have a video ready for the next morning if you did it at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was very that. And for years, I don't even record videos without thinking of them first. Real life, drama, any of it. You know, I just don't do that. I don't make choices in the moment anymore. But I did that today. And I could be like, oh, well, you know what? That somebody just had to fucking send something. So, oh, you know what? Oh, well, da-da-da-da-da. No. I have to take accountability that I opened it and continued to listen to it until I couldn't no more. So I did hear things. Because I could have clicked off. It was a whole screen recording and then one little sentence as the message. I chose to keep listening until I couldn't listen no more. And when I did the video regarding Cat Lady, the last video I think on my channel, I'm pretty sure, right? I'll link it in the description box. Anyway, it has to do with my haters. It's always about my fucking haters every fucking time. And the thing is, dude, I've been hated on my whole fucking life. I am used to this shit. I am used to this shit. One day I'll tell you why I was hated on, but it very much has to do with being a woman and being respected by a large group of men and not having to sleep with them to, you know, have respect. If they sleep with you, that's not respect. Getting up in your guts ain't gonna make them respect you. But everybody wanted to hate on me. But it's like, but you're the one that be letting them all up in your guts. And then they're tossing you around and shit. But you want to be a fucking hater of me? Know what the fuck you doing? Then I started blogging. Twitter. It was a whole fucking problem, dude. I had a hater like month 2, I think. It was terrible. I was doxxed for the first time. And that's when I was a single mother of 2 children living by myself. Scared the shit out of me. And I did. I left. I stopped blogging. I will tell you though, I would have just rebranded and regrew myself just like I have on YouTube had I not gotten into a serious relationship, like live-in boyfriend relationship. He worked, so like I just kept doing what I was doing on the side when I was blogging, you know. I still do it to this day. All them years, like the first 4 years, you know, I got paid to talk shit. That was fucking cool to me. And because, unfortunately, I am such a money person, I stress out about nothing more than fucking money. I love to spend it, and I love to stress myself out when I spend it after it's already done. I basically invested another $800 in nail supplies on top of the $1,000 that was already given to me to invest in getting the stuff. Luckily, I called my previous investor, and of course he had my back with the $800, and your girl is debt free. But thank God, it's because I was in such a bad state, you know, when I came here. I bought. And this is shit that will last me for 10 years if I need it to. And I will be doing press-on nails in 10 years still. Do all the gel polishes and stuff last that long? No. But I guarantee you I'm going to sell enough press-ons to not have to worry about in 4 years when they go bad that I didn't use one up. Baby, we will go through this whole collection. I don't need any new polishes unless they are just polishes that are beautiful and gorgeous and I have to have them.
Oh, it feels so good to rub it, but it sounds so gross, and I'm so sorry, but it really just feels so good.
That is, at least motherfuckers will laugh. I can't believe I'm making this video. I've never talked like this, and like I said, I think my actions have always said what I'm about to say with words, but I think it's going to be completely respected and like, oh, okay. Or you could totally say, damn, that she needs to go back to the mental hospital. And I promise you, I'm absolutely great mentally. I've been on new medication, multiple medications for 3 weeks now. I feel like everything is definitely kicking in, and I feel great. I feel amazing. I'm not delusional. I'm not hallucinating. None of the things. This is truly how I feel, okay? I used to shit on girls like me all the time. God did not sit my fat ass down and humble me until 2016. In 2016, I was about to be 36 years old. I wish God had sat my ass down. You know what? God probably has sat my ass down 52 times, but this time did me in, you know? I physically aged 20 years. And I feel like it was overnight, you know. I feel like it took me 6 months to get mentally well, and when I left that last insane asylum, that's what it was. I was in there with, you know, Emmerers, you know, who have really bad mental issues. Like, it was an insane asylum. I was there for 32 days. I wouldn't have been mentally okay had it not been for that place, you know, but after those 6 months, you couldn't tell me shit. I was getting my son, you know, but I did. I used to shit on girls like me too, and I can't say that I ever, you know, shit on anyone for being homeless or not being able to take a shower for 17 days, you know. I could only clean up because I lived in a park, living in a shelter with too many women, too many personalities, and I was a ticking time bomb at all times. I don't know how I survived that without a real fight. I was certainly approached. No, actually, that big girl swung on me. Except I got away from her. I was running from the big girl. And the last place I was in, remember the one who lived in the park first? And I said, that's all right. The shelter can't have me there no more. It's cool. It's cool. My bed needs to go to somebody who needs it more than me. You know, it's all good. Oh, girl lives in a motherfucking park, dude. I'm gonna make the park work. I shit on those bitches too. I was right there with you. In fact, I was right there with all of you for 4 years. The Anti Tyra fucking community is who I'm talking to, you know. In fact, even with my supporters, you know. We loved it. We loved, you know, just... Tyra's videos made people laugh, you know, and she'd be telling it like it is. Think very highly of myself. I'm so embarrassed to say the things I'm going to say, and I just hope that I have the courage, God, to please. Just give me the courage to post this, because, like, I'm about to be real raw and real. You know, you don't say stuff like this out loud. This is stuff that you say in your head, you know what I'm saying? And you fake it till you make it. I was in such a deep, dark place after I moved to Kentucky, and I faked it every day. And I thought for sure I would make it. And I didn't. Instead, I had to go seek help, you know? And I did. And like I said, we're on medicine for 3 weeks, all the things. And I get it, you know, people who have to go to the mental hospital, they're dorks, you know. It ain't cool to need to go to a mental hospital. And although this time I definitely wasn't suicidal, I was just a vegetable, you know. And I was like, yeah, I better go get help, you know, before I turn into a damn vegetable. My body ached, you know. Everything's very physical for me when I'm depressed. And I get it. That's funny. Haha. Haha. Tyra has to go to the mental hospital. Or Tyra's been gone. I'll bet you she's in the mental hospital again. But really, shame on me, right? For sharing my life with people so other people can relate. And, maybe not wait so long to go to the hospital. Not wait, like me, until you're suicidal. You know, the last time that I was suicidal, it was over the internet. And I have to live with that every day. While I felt that way, while I came online every day and, you know, talked my shit and did me, I was dying inside. My family had disowned me. I couldn't speak to my son for almost a year. Things will never be the same between me and any of my family. And then I move. And then I get done real bogus, and I gotta lose that person. So, you know, I lost my family, my son. I left my oldest son for I could move to Chicago with this best friend. Lost that relationship. And I promise you, had it not been for Pookie, I don't even think that I would have taken the time to sit there in silence with all the chaos around me at all times. Never no gangbanging. Not at the Eagle, honey, no. Never no gangbanging. Drinking for sure. Definitely some drama here and there, but very rarely. You know, just they're regular schmegular people, mostly dudes, and they all very much love each other. They really do. Pookie is not drama. He is not about that life. He does not do drama. He does not fight people. He does not argue with people. And because he's so drama free, he literally sat on me one night, and this dude was calling me bitches and fuck yous, and if I'm not mistaken, he even told me he was gonna K me. And, you know, this is the time me and Pookie just boot up all the time. You know, just he's always leaning on me, laying on me, and we're just kissing and all the good stuff. All that cute shit we do in the beginning of relationships. Like, we was really on that. You know what I'm saying? We would say it all the time. We are booed up. Leave us alone, honey. And all I could do, because this little dude put all of his body weight, he's so strong, to be a little dude like that, I'm telling you, 6-pack body, hard as a rock. It's crazy to me, okay? Everyone's cut, I feel like, in that family. For real, for real. As skinny as they are some cut motherfuckers. Anyways, dude's calling me bitches, fuck yous, I'm gonna K you, dot, 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 dot. And I go to get up, and Pookie don't let me get up. And I'm trying. I'm fighting with him. I'm punching him. I'm throwing my feet. Because dude's talking shit over there. We're around the corner. Because around the eagle, that I call the eagle, it's really an eagle. There's an eagle right there. It's a monument. And around it is where people sit. Dude's over here on this side facing south, I don't fucking know, right? And we're over here on this side facing west or whatever. And he did not let me get up. And I fought him, and I was so out of control. And then I realized that, you know, like I'm getting so angry that I'm like throwing my fists, and I don't want to hurt him. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get up, and I can't let this dude hear me. And I'm begging him in his ear, please get the fuck up. Please get the fuck up. I can't let this fucking guy talk to me like that. I don't care. I don't care. And he's not saying a word. And he is just putting all of his weight on my body. And like, we have wrestled to the point where he's really got me pinned, you guys. And I cried right in his face. I have never cried in front of nobody's face. A man that I'm with? No. Maybe my baby daddy. Right, because I probably cried when I gave birth to our first child. The second one, he wasn't there, but... And you know what? Pookie could never understand what he did for me that day. But what he did was show me that it's okay to not fight back, to not be ready to fight all the time, and cry if that's what you need to do, to not get up and get whooped by a dude, because that's what would have happened. I would have got up, I would have gotten his face, I probably would have swung if he didn't swing first, and he would have whooped my ass. Thank you, God, because I've never been in a situation where I've not had my homeboys around me. So if I gotta fight a dude, I know they're fighting a dude. I know I'm not gonna get my ass whooped. And every day I just kept telling myself, babe, like, you did that. You really kinda walked away from some shit. You ain't never done that before. Dude, if I hear the word fight loud enough, I'm running. Because like I said, I am always going to be with at least one of my homeboys. I don't do anything without my people until I moved to Florida, you know, in 2018 or 19, I think. I forget if it was, I think it was 2018, right? And I never seen none of like the gang friends ever. I was out there for all summer, you know, like I just never seen nobody. And then the fallout with, you know, the whole best friend. Well, so it's like, damn, if she could do me like that, and she's not just my best friend, because one thing we don't do is steal from each other. That's a whole problem. That's a real big problem in my days. Okay, let's just put it that way, in my days. So it made it very easy to say, I don't want to see none of these guys out here. I want no parts of anything gang anything. And I kept hanging out with the lames day after day after day. And I did. I fell in love with at least 5 of them. I definitely don't like everybody. But, like, I'm me, dude. Like, do you really expect me to like fucking everybody? That's just never going to be a thing. I don't like people. You know, I've never told YouTube this as these things were happening. But I literally had a female who not only was talking crazy to my mans, but when I went up to her here, I don't even know what time it is. No. What happened was, when I went up top, because she was yelling at my mans, she, at that time, threatened that she had one in her bag, okay? Well, the cops were called, they came up there, they made us split up, or whatever the fuck they call it, I don't know. And we all went down to the little park where I was by myself already until she started yelling. And then she drove by me on her motorized bike looking like she was doing a drive-by. And I did not fucking appreciate it, and I reacted in the moment without doing anything game. I'm gonna keep going now, but that's how that went. At the little park, and I could hear her mouth up at the Eagle. She got crazy as hell. I kept calm, I kept cool. I walked away. The cops ended up coming because she was up there screaming like a fucking maniac anyways, okay? So we all, you know, go down to the little park. She wants to roll past me like she got a thing in her motherfucking jacket. And she's finna pop my ass. And in 2 seconds, I got up and got away from my mans. I think back on that now. And I'm just like, what were you thinking? Because maybe she wouldn't really have done anything if she really had a thing. If you were still sitting next to Pookie. Because she wouldn't dare want to hurt him. And I'm just real lucky. And he was really, really mad at me. And he's just like, how dare you stand up like that and walk to where, you know, she can get you with a thing. And of course, when you roll past me like that, and, you know, you're telling me you got a thing, I'm real upset. So now I'm gonna get in your motherfucking space myself. We're gonna definitely see where this takes us. And she was getting so mad that she was spitting in my face. And I'm just like, oh, this is so gross. Like, oh my God, like this used to be me. And I remember literally while she's yelling in my face, I'm thinking these things. And I kid you not, she swung off me, dude. And I put my hand up like a fucking ninja. Okay, I've never, what? Someone, I see your fist coming and I do this. I don't think I did this. I think I did one. And this bitch literally swung in my long ass nail. Remember I used to wear them long ass stilettos? And the long ass nail tip cracks off. So she like hit my nail. Literally my finger hurt after like that happened, right? And I remember I said, my goodness, she really just swung off me. She really just tried to fight me, and she's older than I am. And I also know she was not in her right state of mind. She was quite the drinker by the time summer was over, and she was definitely like lit, you know, she was litty as fuck. And she is very much drama. It's not unexpected from her. I watched her for 1.5 years out there and cringed every time she bugged up because I know that's exactly how I fucking looked. The craziest thing is I was the one bugging up when I first started having to sleep at Logan Square because she was calm as fuck when I first got there. You wouldn't think that bitch got into no shit, and she gets into all the shits. She'll make the shit. She don't give a fuck. But again, she's not in her right mind. I was able to walk away. She followed me to fight me as I was walking home. Of course, she didn't get close to me. Of course, Pookie is not going to let that happen. I just said he was right by me, so he was mad that I got in her face, and I'm just like, how you going to tell me I can't be in that bitch's face? She told me she had a thumper and she was going to get my motherfucking ass. You don't do that. And then she really did. She rode by me on her damn bike, her little motorized bike, like she was going to pop at my ass. And I said, damn, she didn't K me. No, I'm going to fuck her up. And I went to her. And then it just turned into, I was just like, oh my God, this broad is fucking nuts. This is insane, Tyra. You are 45 years old. What are you doing? I know how much I've changed. I'm proud of who I am today. And when you are depressed for 4 months, you get to think about a lot of things. And although I know I'm not finished healing, I know that I'm definitely on the right track. I'm on the right path. Like, healing is definitely what I'm doing. And while I heal, I'm going to be a good human. Now, certainly not every day, okay? But most days, I know no matter where I am in my life, I am that bitch. I will always be that bitch. I am the most independent woman I know. I am definitely one of the strongest people that I know. I wasn't just in my relationship with Pookie because I loved him. It was why I loved him. I needed him in his chaos to keep me in check, so I could keep reminding myself that I can get through anything without talking shit. And then what ended up happening is he started to bully me. He really fucking did. To me, it was very bully of him. And of course, only when he was drinking, you know, whatever. But, you know, he took advantage of my niceness. And then I had to come to terms with the fact that, oh my God, if you really do change, people are going to be mean to you and take your kindness for weakness. I just said I'm one of the strongest people I know. That is men and women included. The last thing I am is fucking weak. I will never be a weak person. You know, only the strong survived. I have survived a lot of years, man. Really struggling with my mental health, you know. Dealing with a lot of really bad things online that I didn't deserve, no matter who says that I do or don't, okay? I'm not a bad person, and I do not want to hurt people's hearts, unless I do, you know, I'll say it. Like, I want to hurt your fucking heart, bitch, or I'm gonna hurt your heart, you know, like, I'll say them things, but if I don't say that shit, I promise you I'm not trying to hurt nobody's heart. And I also know that going forward, I have to do content different. And I think by doing content different, it is making my content better. And I have to be better. I know better. I got to do better. And I'm going to do better. And I'm going to react to or talk about or shit on people that actually matter, that are actually affecting thousands of people at the very least, if not millions.
Shout out to Xylee Gets Real, because I was so offended when she would tell the newbies that came on the scene. They never lasted. Where are those people? But anyway, don't talk about nobody unless they have at least 10,000 subscribers. And I'm like, nah, you're fucking crazy, because you should be talking about the bullshit that be going on in your own community. You don't never say nothing about all the horrible things going on in this community. But like, she was never part of over here. You know what I'm saying, dude? She got away real fast and quick. Like, shout out to Xylee. I don't even know if she don't like me or not, but I sure don't have any hard feelings. I hope she's doing well, truly.
Here's the reality, okay? Because I can't take myself serious. I don't know if I'm going to be able to say what I even really came on here to say. I can't take myself serious. I don't say these things out loud. It's nothing more than confidence, but like, I don't say things like that out loud, okay? Oh my gosh. I just can't wear them gloves anymore. It's really hurting me. And I don't want you guys to see my nasty nails either. You know, I have never had to, like, go as low as other people go. 6 years ago, I did ask somebody to find somebody on Facebook. I definitely, you know, got involved and was like too personal to the situation, self-taught beauty. And I absolutely never did that ever again, you know what I mean? I have never had any part in finding people, FOIA people, like none of the things, you know. I've never had to do to people what they've done to me. I made some really stupid decisions on things that I've made community posts. Oh yeah, for sure. Reactionary, still angry, unhealed, not even knowing that I had to heal at all. Nobody told me that. Nobody told me that you have to heal in your 40s and probably still your 50s. I don't know. I know the fucking answer. Because I'm not looking forward to it. This shit is painful. It is painful to heal yourself, to care enough to heal yourself. And, you know, after almost 6 years, I finally left this place and went and figured out who I want to be. And every day of the week, on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, bitch, any day of the week, I am the shit. I am that bitch. Because it's not about what you have and what you don't have, dude. It's about what's in here. I'm a real ass bitch. My loyalty is unmatched. I am cut from a different cloth. There are not many people like me out here at all, and I know that. I know that losing me in your life, no matter what kind of relationship it is, you lose. I don't lose. Do I be sad? Do I, you know, have to mourn the loss of a relationship? Absolutely. But, like, I'm not the one who's suffering, because when you need somebody to call, honey, you ain't got me no more. And you're sick about it. Let's be for real. Yous ain't the only motherfuckers that had to be fucking let go in life, okay? It don't matter how down and out I am. It don't matter if I'm in a hospital or I'm, you know, renting a hotel room with roaches in it. It don't matter. On my worst day, I'm that bitch. And I am always gonna be that bitch. I was born to be that bitch. And I know this about myself, you know, and I'm not going to say like, oh, my mother raised me to, I don't know, be this strong, be this, but like my mother is strong. Just because I don't fuck with my mother, dude, just because I choose not to fuck with that lady, I wouldn't be who I am without her. That's crazy to say. I don't think I've ever even said that in my head. So I'm glad to say that out loud. Because low-key, I know my mama watches my shit, okay? Mom, shout out to you. Because, like, really, strength, that's you. You know what you need to work on, girl. But, like, that's the thing. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop.
Oh, I can't have that on my fucking legs. Yeah, this little, like, crop tank top with some cute little shorts. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing. And I paid like $10 for 3 of them. Get out of here. They're not crunchy. They're not uncomfortable. This is big though, because see, the bottoms fit me, but the top is too big, and that's my life story. I am way bigger on bottom than I am up top. You know what I mean? So when I buy an outfit that has to be a certain size, yeah, it's always gonna fit my bottom and be too big for the top. But I can't wear nothing too tight either. I'm not a tight clothes wearer.
You know, people talk about how ugly I look. You guys think I don't know how fucking ugly I look? But for real, I've been cute my whole motherfucking life. I have been cute since I was brought into this world. Okay, I was often, me and my sister both, compared to Shirley Temple, who was like the biggest of big deals back then. We were cute kids. And then I became a teenager and some curves came and, you know, she got a little thickums. And we realized, oh, this is going to be our body shape. Ooh, and then I had a baby at 20. Oh, honey, my oldest put my body right where it needed to be. And then the hips were there, the childbearing hips, and it matched with the booty and the thighs. Slim waist type shit. I gained 40 pounds. That is not who she is right now. I will lose the weight, and I will be back and be slim in the waist, but that's here nor there. At my fattest, I'm that bitch. I ain't never had a problem getting a man. I ain't never had a problem making friends. I sure don't got a problem keeping friends. I've had friends for 30 plus years. One friend, we are really close to 40 years we've been friends. And like that shit is not normal. That's like, that is why the Anti Tyra Community is so miserable, because they don't have nobody. I am the first to admit I'm the last person who's going to reach out to my friends when I'm not feeling well. Okay? I isolate
everything I can to avoid my friends when I'm not well. And then what happens is they know what time it is because I'm not fucking with nobody. And they come to the realization that I'm not feeling very well. And then they give me whatever time they allot in their head to contact them, and by then I've usually contacted them and let them know that I am on my way to the hospital.
In my darkest moments, okay, losing my child, I knew I was going to get him back in fast. I had a 24-month plan. I got him back in 11 months. I did that. I survived AA and NA for 16 months. 2 sponsors. My first sponsor was a hating ass female. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about my story times from AA and NA. I would obviously keep a lot of stuff out, but like I totally will, because oh my god, what an experience when you're not an addict. And I'm not even gonna lie, I think that had it not been that I did let people know that I'm here because DCFS, you know, has my child in their custody. And he was with my aunt in her custody, but under DCFS custody, right? You know, I'm mandated to come here, and weed is my drug of choice, you know. That's not to say that I haven't tried, you know, other drugs, and I have, but like, my drug of choice is always going to be marijuana, honey. Always going to be marijuana. Even if I'm doing other ones, like, it's going to be Mary Jane. But no matter what I'm going through, no matter how bad I feel, no matter if I'm suicidal, I know I'm that bitch. I know no matter how fat I get, I'm still that bitch. I'm losing weight because I want to lose weight. I don't want to be 40 pounds heavier than when I moved to Chicago 2 years ago. Absolutely not. But I gained 20 pounds in the last 4 months, on top of the 20 that I gained before I left. Ma'am, ma'am, and buying healthy food is so expensive. F off Walmart, for real. You don't want people to be healthy, for real.
I don't know how to cut a watermelon, and I just found out we don't even have a knife strong enough to cut the watermelon. And I thought, oh, I pay $3 for 8 cubes of watermelon. Why wouldn't I just buy the whole watermelon? Dad knows how to do it. He has to.
And there's another thing, right? I should feel like a whole loser because I live with my dad at 46 years old. Living here with my dad couldn't have been a better move for me. Being here with my dad, I am straight forever. I will never have to worry about being homeless again. I will never have to worry... Well, I won't have to worry about money problems again because I will never put myself in debt like that. CashApp, shame on you for giving me all that money to loan. I'm just saying, for real. CashApp did it. created a whole monster. I wish I could sue them or something. That would be cool. I joke. No, it's on me. But Cash App really didn't have to give me all that credit. You know, I'm just saying. It's currently 1:08 a.m. I cannot tell you lies. Cash App, thank you so much for extending me all that credit, because it is the only way that I survived. Plus, I always had an angel who was right there just in case, okay, I couldn't survive. Cash App and an angel, seriously. Did I need to abuse it when I got into a better place? Not $800 worth. Thank God it's paid off, I'm just saying. But no, really, thank you, Cash App. I do appreciate it. Even living in the park, I'm such a loser, right? No, dude, I'm that bitch because I'm still waking up every morning and getting through each hot motherfucking day, bro. I'm surviving to the morning. I had a dude who came every morning at 7 something or 7 o'clock. He walked his dog because he had a whole wife. Walked his dog, came to make sure I was alive, wake me up, tell me I was alive, and go out about his workday. And I looked forward every morning to him tapping on my feet. Good morning. And I'd be like, I made it another day. You know how many nights I sat on that park bench hungry than a bitch? Just hungry. Even though I ate a little something that day, right? Because that's all I could afford was to eat that little something. And that day, my belly wanted more. And for whatever reason, I couldn't give it to my belly, right? Like, it's very that. And I'd sit there and I'd be so sad that I was hungry. I think that's why I ended up with a whole food problem. The food problem just didn't come until I got with Pookie and moved in with Pookie. Because even, like, when I met Pookie, I was eating once a day and I was fine. I started putting on the weight the longer I was, like, living with him. And my God, I cannot explain just how these fingers got me. I cannot tell you how bad these fingers are hurting me. My whole hands hurt, let's be for real. I'm sorry about the lighting change again. And then my straps keep coming down. I gotta fix them. Let me fix them. They don't even have adjuster things. I'm that bitch because, like, I still was so straight out there. I still made YouTube videos. I was still bringing in money. I was still beefing with the pigs and everybody else. I've made thousands of dollars going back and forth with all of the weirdos. Some of them have been around for the last almost 6 years now. Why anybody new to this situation would link up with people like that is beyond fucking me, dude. I could never, I would never, not even when I was a bad human. I don't get into that group mentality, mob mentality ass shit. I don't play them fucking games. Never have. Dude, if too many creators were talking about the same person, I wouldn't even make a video. That just ain't me. No. This is much better than the other one I had, so we're smoking on this one.
I guess what I'm really just trying to say, because we're at an hour now, and I really need to get this edited and out. I gotta make a thumbnail. I gotta do all the things. I don't even know what time it is. I'm scared to see what time it is, because I know that I've gone on a couple breaks, and I know it is too late. I know it is.
In the real world, dude, I would never have a conversation with any of those women. Ever. Never. And I made a bad reactionary call when I decided to go to my community post and say, okay, I'll give you 30 minutes, you know. I would never do that to myself. I would never give them that control, that power over me. I think that I've been through enough when it comes to Tracy, and she's just gonna have to get over it. She's really just like throwing a fit like a child. Like, that's truly all I see happening here. I'm sure her husband is back to his regular narcissist bullshit. Sure, she's miserable all over again. So yeah, let's go to the tubes and fuck with Tyra. Better her than me. Because see, I am that bitch. I really haven't even said shit about this girl, no matter what she has said about me. But I think the biggest thing is I don't know what she has said about me. I know 1% of anything she's ever said on YouTube about me. And thank God. Because I don't know that I couldn't go back and forth with her and make them thousands of dollars again. I know I'm such a grifter. That makes me a loser, right? I'm such a grifter. Do you know how well I would do beef streaming? Can you imagine me talking shit every other day? The donations that I would get from that? But I'm such a grifter. I literally stopped doing small community drama because I wasn't comfortable making money off of talking about a bunch of fucking nobodies that don't impact anybody's lives. And if they do, they impact them negatively, okay? And I know what it looks like, right? Like, oh, Tyra, like all your favorite people went over to the other side. That was God. That was all God. And you know what? We ain't got nothing to say when it comes to what God got going on. Whatever he planned is what it is. And he planned for me to be something important. He gave me my mouth. He gave me this courage to be myself and do so on the internet. Why wouldn't I take that blessing? I don't know what else to call it. Why wouldn't I take that? You can take my channels. You can steal all my belongings. You know, you can steal my nail business away from me. 2 years later, couple thousand in debt, but bitch, I got a whole press-on business. And within the next couple of weeks will be the actual launch, if not by August 1st. I really have to get my friend's nails done because once I put out a video and I make these nails for myself and all the things, like, no. But truly nothing anybody can say about me is ever really going to affect me. And it did take me until the last 4 months to realize that. I'm not affected by people's words. And I also have to remember going forward that words hurt. Just because I'm okay does not mean things don't hurt when I do know about them. I think anybody who's trying to protect their peace in 2026 shouldn't be watching none of it. That's what I truly think, for real. I can't hear a motherfucking snippet, dude, and I already am ready to defend the shit. And, you know, when this drama kicked off, like, I was physically ill. When I recently heard Cat Lady talking the way she talks, like, I was sick to my stomach. I'm not with the shits. I grew up and grew out of talking shit. I've been angry and talking shit since I'm 12 years old. Apparently, I'm tired of it. God has changed my heart, something. Because I also believe God put Pookie in my life where I could get it together to humble me. Pookie is a die-hard God fan, okay? Whomever God is to him, he is his #1 fan, promise you. I was supposed to meet Pookie. I was supposed to be with him. And I just have to believe that, and once again, he's going to suffer the loss of me, not the other way around. And I'm allowed to be sad, but I don't get to be sad forever. And I'm not putting that on myself. I'm not doing that. Because why? I'm a bad bitch. I don't have to be the prettiest. I don't have to have fucking, you know, perfect teeth. My teeth are terrible. And, like, everybody's just gonna have to get over it. Because I don't care enough. I'm literally probably going to get a grill. I'm truly considering getting a grill just to make these videos. I think it'll be hilarious. I'm not willing to go sit in a dentist chair, therefore I don't get to complain about it. I'm sure all of you say, oh my God, what a loser. Look at, she has no teeth. You're right. You're so right. I'm a loser. But I won't go sit in the dentist chair. So that's where we're at with that. Oh, I hope you didn't see my hand. I'll be so mad if I have to cut that out. Nobody can humble me except for God, because it's only the biggest and hardest and darkest situations I've ever been through in my life where God is able to humble me. So if God can't humble me the 52 times he's tried, and he's only humbled me 22% of the time, what makes humans think that they're gonna judge me and change my mind about myself? And I realized today, like, bitch, you're that bitch, dude. You ain't going on that motherfucking panel. What are you thinking? Why would you even talk to them? No, 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 no. And then I was telling myself, girl, you have to stick with this. No, I don't. No, I do not. I have boundaries in place in my life. And no, going on someone else's panel and not being in control of the situation because it's on my channel, I don't do that. I don't hand my power to no bitch. Like, I truly, truly believe all of them women are a bunch of fucking weirdos, dude. And I feel so sorry that they live the lives that they do, that they think that this shit is still fun after 6 years. God don't have to humble people who are on the right track, right? If you're already walking in your purpose, God don't have to humble you. My God has to work overtime just to humble me, because he has to do the most in order for me to be humbled. Like, if you ain't my kids or my family or my closest friends, like, yous don't mean nothing. Yous don't mean a motherfucking thing. I don't care what any of you say. I just happen to be told some shit. I just happen to be told the shit. And the first person who told me about Cat Lady, I didn't even know them. Never seen that name in my life. They just wanted me to know. Dying, Tyra, you gotta say something. I am not the same. I am not the same girl who walked on YouTube in 2020. October 14 of 2020, that Tyra is so different from even the Tyra in 2022. 2023, when I did spend my time fighting with people, because I'd make a few $100 at the end of the month. And then I found peace, because Pookie would leave me alone a lot, because I didn't party like he did. I didn't want to be in the streets as much as he did. I had to spend a lot of time with myself, and I journaled and all the things. Memberships will be officially opened in August. I feel like YouTube approved them, so memberships might be available right now, but I will not be pushing them until August. You know, my members only videos are going to be a lot of me reading my journal from when we first got together, you know, and the things that I was feeling and going through and survived. My God got jokes at all times. And one thing that I'm so grateful for is literally that nobody could ever say Tyra did this thing to me. Because I really am that bitch. Because I really am cut from a different cloth. I'm different, and I know I'm different. And that's why I don't be friends with just anybody. And I will never be friends with just anybody. I will never accept bullshit in any relationship I'm in. Whether it takes me a year to figure it out or not, it's going to happen eventually. I'm not dumb. I'm hardly a dumb girl. I've survived things that people couldn't even imagine walking in my shoes. I've survived things that not one of you bitches could ever get through. Without crying your eyes out every day and giving up on yourself. Because I promise you, I've been through the worst of the worst. I've literally been to war in the streets, just like a motherfucking soldier. I survived being a single mother. I survived my whole life being a single mother, not getting help from no government agency. Not food stamps, not cash assistance. I didn't have no parents to live with, no mommies to live with.
Tracy gets to live with her mom with all them damn kids. She only got something because she got something. Like, who are you talking about? You and your whole family, husband included, had to live with your moms, dude. Like, who are you? How are you better than me? No, dude, because at the end of the day, no.
I would never. Even in this video right here, I ain't got shit to say except for the rumors I'm gonna clear up before I end this motherfucking video. There's so much I could say. I could tell the truth for probably another hour. But, you know, I'm just really not that girl. It's just not in me. It does not feel good to me to hurt people's hearts. It just doesn't. Do I say things that I know are going to hurt? Yes. But not like hurt. You know what I mean? I used to talk to people reckless as hell. I used to tell people, K yourself, bitch. Go to the motherfucking shower and HANG yourself, bitch. I sure did. Sure have. Always females. I don't talk to dudes the crazy kind of way. I just never do, never have. I really have. I have told people like that. I have written that shit. You know? I've done... Oh, yeah, Tyra. Quite the character. You know, one day I'm going to leave YouTube, and I don't know if that day is 6 months from now or another 6 years from now. But I am going to write a book about my life, and I might start here on YouTube, but it will definitely, you know, be a book nonetheless, and in that case, I will be leaving YouTube. Situations like Tracy coming on the scene all of a sudden, right? And, you know, 10 hours worth of live streams and talking about my kids and my sister and all this. Like, what is even happening? What is happening? I heard that cat lady told someone she was going to go up to her door. Why didn't anybody say nothing? Why are people supporting cat lady in the craziest shit that comes out of her motherfucking mouth? That is the worst thing that you could say to somebody on a video, on a live stream. I'm going to come to your door. Yes, I am guilty of telling someone I would TP their house. Absolutely. That was actually a genius fucking... That was actually pretty genius. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Like Tracy told me, send a hamster, since he talks about you putting a hamster in your butt, send a hamster to his daughter's school. I know what she's capable of. You know, like I know. I know. Obviously, I never TP'd his house, nor did I send the hamster to his children's school. Okay, so there's that. And then she becomes friends with this man who's abused me for years. And then these weird-ass women. I'm just so embarrassed for her. Because this just would never be me. And I'm really embarrassed that I had a friend like that. I'm really embarrassed that I stood friends with someone like that and got back to our friendship, because I didn't speak to her for 4 years because the bitch was weird. That shit made me crazy. I end up in a mental hospital and I'm calling my sister because I need to get back to Florida. She got me stuck in Chicago and the bitch is acting so fucking weird. That shit put me like in a depression. But 4 years later, I talked to her again, and within a fucking month, boom, I move here, and this bitch is stealing damn near everything I fucking own. Cause I'm that bitch. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's competition. I don't know if she's paying me back for not being her friend for 4 years. I don't know. Don't care. Don't give a single fuck. What I do know is all she wants to do is tell lies, because the truth is I'm the best friend she's ever had in her whole entire existence. And I would absolutely say the same for her. Up until 2 years ago, she still had been the bestest friend I had ever had up until 4 years ago. I know what she lost because I am me, and she lost me. She don't get to have me in her life ever again. To talk to her for 9 hours while her husband's working so she could bitch about his child all day. I'm going to stop. We're going to get into the rumors, but first I'm going to go smoke a little squirrel. I need a damn cigarette. It's an hour and 20 minutes, and I bet you it's not even going to be that much shorter. It's going to take me forever to get this out. Light change again. This video is a mess, but I'm going to be honest. I really, truly don't give a fuck. I really don't. I really don't give. I look blown out as hell. I'm really gonna have to figure out lighting on here. Anyway, my hand is fucking itching now because I don't have the gloves on with the A&D ointment. But it also is such a bummer. As good as it felt, it's such a bummer to feel greasy like that. I can't help it. I can't do it. That's why when bitches got greasy hair, I just gotta say it, like, girl, that greasy ass hair. My hair looks so crazy too. Why have I been doing this video? Oh Lord Jesus, I'm so sorry I had to get up again. It has taken me forever to do this video, and I've been talking for an hour and 22 minutes. You know what? I really wanted to address the rumors, but like, what's the point? Because people talk about it as if it's true. Like, you're gonna believe it or you're not. I heard my sister's name is on my channel. Never. I've only had one other person's name on my channel, and her name is Tracy. And she took it back with almost 1,000 subscribers, but deleted all the watch time like a goofball. Like, girl, you could have kept that channel going. Snooze. You snooze, girl. Love that you have a career and everything, because, baby girl, you couldn't be a waitress and a DoorDasher your whole life. At least in your 40s, you were able to get it together, girl. Been there. I'm here now. Like, I get it. It took me to my 40s, too. The fact that it is said that my laptop was with me in Logan Square. Every video ever filmed once I got to Logan Square is on this channel. Nowhere on this channel, and I promise you, you will not find me talking about that laptop being robbed at the Eagle. Why would I carry around a laptop when I'm homeless? I would have left it with my baby daddy. That was totally a thing. He was in that nursing home. I don't think he is no more, but hey, who am I? You know, right? I got away from him. That's all that fucking matters. He feels the loss of me. Absolutely. I stuck by him 25 years. Plus, every ex feels the loss of me because I'm a boss bitch. I've always had the best jobs. I've always made great fucking money. I had an awesome fucking career. And I've done something where there are multiple streams of income that some of my family don't even know what I got going on. I'm always going to make money. It might take me some time to get there. With the case with the nails, yes, you have to invest. You have to be able to have these things so you can go on to make the money. You have to spend money to make money. Again, shout out to my investor, because ultimately he did invest in the business a second time by helping me pay off my debt and allowing me to pay him back slowly but surely, okay? And it will not fucking happen again. That is factual. This is gonna be my final Temu haul. And I'm not mad, because I don't want to become a Temu haul channel. Like, we ain't doing that, honey. Nail content is just for fun. We don't care about the views. We don't care about none of it. We love everybody to come watch. We love that for us. Why am I talking like that? Oh my God. I think I'm getting sleepy because of the Benadryl, and the coffee's not kicking in quite yet. Nobody in my whole entire life has ever robbed my person. Ever. Never, 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 ever. There's definitely not a video anywhere that says that. And it's not a video that would have been deleted off of Glitter's 2 channel, because I didn't upload anything on that channel from Logan Square when I became homeless. And she put my shit out the door. And yeah, not all of it, right? Very, very little of it. But like, yeah, just put my shit out on the door when I, you know, stepped out to kick it with some homies from YouTube. Bitch, your guess is as good as mine, but I don't even care. I'm not even guessing, bitch. I swear to God, I don't give a fuck. You're a weird ass bitch. My son absolutely needed help. I would never have left an apartment on my own had my son not asked me to come and help him. And I did not pay, I want to say, February's rent. And I gave that money to him so he could catch up on his bills when I moved in. Because I did pay half of everything for the 6 to 9 months that I was there. I don't remember how long I was there. No matter what, if my kids need me, I'm that bitch. You can turn it into Tyra's telling a whole story, but I literally spent a lot of time complaining about my son's old roommate because I was the one who went into that room. So she knows exactly why he needed a new roommate. Dude was gone a couple months, and my son at that time could not keep up with a 2-bedroom, 2-bath on his own. So yes, mother will do whatever she needs to do. I don't care what goes on my credit. If my son needs me, I'm going there. Tracy's anything but mother of the fucking year, but I don't think you have to be mother of the fucking year. But really, like, this is nothing more than Tracy and her husband bonding over torturing me. By me speaking on what I was experiencing under their roof, and of course, unbeknownst to me, that he even knew my fucking middle name to even find me on YouTube. And I don't think he did. I think this was all a plan. I think this is some kind of get back, some kind of revenge. I know she has it in her. I know her very well. Or at least I thought I did. I don't know. Do I know her very well? I don't fucking know anymore. I know she has it in her, though. You know, I'm not vindictive like she is. She's always been that way, and that's just how she rolls, and that's how it is. You know, some people are just that way. She's a Taurus. She is a fucking bull. But then I question, if I was at the Eagle every day, all summer long, most of the fall, even some of the winter, I did see that there was a short of the little park and not a single soul was there. But during normal business hours, there's 50 motherfuckers there. Okay, I don't know what day it was. None of the things, don't remember, don't care. But I think you went by once. Like, what are you doing on YouTube again? What is happening? I don't answer that ever. I don't really want the answer. I don't care. I mean, you can go on and say whatever the fuck you want. I really don't care. Like, and I just want people to believe what they want to believe. I just know that everything that I have heard out of her mouth, although it's not much at all, I don't know anything she said on her channel about me. I have read some community posts. I've never clicked on a short, never clicked on a video. There's been 8-10 hours of streaming over the last couple days, and I know 2.5 minutes worth in total from my own self, from DMs, from, you know what I mean? And you know why else I'm the shit? I know I'm the shit because my friends are the shit. And my friends wouldn't be friends with me if I was like real shit. If I was a shitty fucking human, my friends wouldn't be friends with me. And I'm cool with everybody. I'm cool with people that you guys wouldn't even guess, okay? And it's all private, just like I like it. Most of my friendships are too, you know? A lot of relationships are private, just like I like them. We see what happens when you don't crack after 5 years. Then they just like attack your whole soul and pretend like they're proving something that they're really not proving shit. But I digress. Look at me using little college words. Look at you, girl. My phone is dying. I have to edit this. My child thanked you. I was in the car with you. He thanked you because he has manners. Thank you for coming to get my mom. I know my mom doesn't want to be here type shit. Like, thank you for coming to get my mom. He would have taken me to Chicago, but he worked too much then. And yes, he thanked them. My son has never told anything negative to either of these people. And I need everybody to understand and understand clearly. I've been around since 1994. I did not meet her until like 2013, 2014. I didn't know that her mom didn't swallow her until then. And we literally started talking because I was talking shit. Because I'm not scared of nobody. Ever. Because I'm that bitch. I may not fight fair. But we're gonna rumble. And I don't win every fight. I've not won every fight. I've been jumped and I've lost a couple fights. But they didn't make me, just like they didn't break me. I'm still gonna fight. For a long time, I really cared about people disrespecting me. And now, you can lie on me, disrespect me. Dude, all the things, I don't care. If people are gonna believe that stuff, after all that I've shared and all I'm about to share, you know what? You ain't supposed to be around me. Like, I'm not your people, you know? And that's okay. Because I've changed. And obviously a lot of people that were in my community didn't change. And therefore they're out of my community. They're no longer a part of what I have going on. Because I'm on some different shit. And, you know, I blame it very much on myself for saying probably 1,000,000 times, you know, oh, things are going to be different. I'm going to change this. This is not going to happen anymore type shit, right? And I mean it at the time. I just know that I mean it. I want to make those changes, but I've shown YouTube how much I've changed over the last 2 years. And I'm going to continue to show you how much I've changed over the last 2 years. I'm going to continue to change. I'm going to continue to prosper. I'm going to continue to make moves and start businesses and do all the things. Because it's your biggest success that you don't share, right? You've got to move in silence. When it comes to that bag, baby, you cannot share all the things with the haters. People pour salt on me all the time. And it's just like, why are you talking like that? No, watch that happen to me. That's fucked up. You know, a motherfucker said he wanted me to jump off a motherfucking bridge into traffic. I swear to God. Fortunately, it didn't bother me or anything, but sorry I got all up in your girl. I'm real sorry about that. An hour and 40 minutes. I'm about to die, and I have to edit this. Oh my God, what else? Oh my God, and I am banned from Walmart and Walgreens all across America. That too is false. I have been caught stealing twice, once in Illinois, once in Florida. And that's on my FOIA that was pulled 2-3 years ago. I don't know who's bringing that up. I really don't. I have no idea who said that, but it's completely false. I absolutely got caught stealing in Lake City, Florida. And I bet you I moved there in 2019, 2020, early 2020, if that late. And I literally stole spoons and shit for my studio apartment that I didn't have. And I got caught. And I absolutely got banned from that damn Lake City frickin' Walmart. Do you know how fucked up it is for my sister to come from one direction, pick me up in Lake City, have to go back that direction to take me to a Walmart? Dude, all I could do is wait for her to do a Walmart on the weekends, because I'd go there every weekend. And I'd wait for her to do a Walmart, and I'd throw in whatever the hell I wanted from Walmart. I didn't even get to shop at Walmart while I lived there, because I was banned from the Lake City Walmart. I never stole again. That's facts. I was a fucking klepto. I was a klepto, bro. And not for nothing except for needs. Dish soap, sponges, cleaner for the toilet. Dude, I fucking shoved all that shit at all times. My kids needed clothes went in my fucking purse. It didn't matter. Whatever I fucking needed, I stole that shit. I absolutely did. But I'm only banned from one motherfucking Walmart's. And Walgreens, where did that even come from? Check my FOIA. Quit playing around. Who's got the FOIA? Who's got the FOIA? Check my FOIA. Who's got it? Where the fuck is the FOIAs? I honestly can't even think of anything else. And I'm going to be really mad if I think of something that I really wanted to fucking talk about. Nobody ever robbed me from my laptop. Tracy has the laptop. That's why the name on her Glitter 2 channel is under what a little kid would write. Remember, her daughter was posting on there? Because they have the computer. And my computer had the same password as the fucking channel that she had under her name. Like, people have to use their brains. And I truly do chop it up, because she gets real fucking weird when that man of hers does what that man of hers be doing at all times. She's throwing a fit like a fucking child because she's sick that she doesn't have a single friend except for these toxic friendships that she's making on YouTube because of me. Your whole community is built off of me. I paved the road for you motherfuckers to do half the shit that... And not one of you, not a single one, would ever come on this fucking platform and tell your business, tell your flaws, tell the world what a loser you are, but you still know you're that bitch. To have the confidence that I have, I know don't none of you have it. I know don't none of you have the confidence I have. It takes a lot of hard work to get here, baby, and I put in the work. When I want something bad enough, oh, I'm gonna put in the work. I have shown that to YouTube as well. This is channel number 3. This is Press On Business number 2. I do this. I know who I am. And I did. I let words bother me for a really long time. And I'm just really glad I'm in this place now because none of it really bothers me. Do I want to clear it up? Do I want to, like, say what's true? Absolutely. Especially because she keeps talking about my family. But I believe she is living her karma, and I think she's just acting out like a child, like I said. And, you know, I have to let her do her because I'm doing me. I got shit to do. I got videos up the yin-yang to fucking film, and I've just been waiting for my hands to start feeling a little bit better, and today was a little bit better. I just got to sit with the A&D ointment and just make these videos because I have been miserable for the whole week. Because I did them press-on nails when I came home from the fucking hospital. But anyway, the next video will be a sit-down where I catch you up on all my life. And then we'll get into the story times. And eventually I'll start talking about the bullying campaign that kicked off in 2021, if even that late in the game. And where it is in 2026. I think it'll be interesting for people who want to learn about, like, just insanity online. I love to learn about insanity online, and I'm about to tell yous about insanity online. I gotta go. I gotta edit this. I don't even know what time it is. I'm scared to look. Okay, unfortunately, you're gonna hear my dad's TV in his room. He actually sleeps with his TV that loud. I'm sitting in the kitchen because if I go to my bed, I will fall asleep. I did forget to say some things, but I've taken notes. Let's just get right to them so I can be done with this video and make sure that it gets uploaded by noon and I never have to talk about this shit again. You know, I've probably put about 5 hours into this video, but like at least I can say I get paid off of it because you know the video is going to do well. It is the drama. Everyone's dying for Tyra to talk. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's like the real loser here? That's very important. I get paid to react to bullshit, and you don't. But you spend 15 hours over a 3-day time span. That's crazy. And really, like, what are you doing with your life that you could spend this much time shitting on someone and saying probably the same shit over and over and over? Like, how miserable are you? I know you couldn't even answer me. None of you could even talk, except Tracy, of course. You'll see that in a minute as well. But, like, no. And I don't think that people are only jealous of me anymore or like to hate on me. It's they want to be jealous and be haters, you know, to, like, my friends, right? And here's the thing. I have been blessed to be friends with the best. If any of them decide, Tyra, after this video, I never want to talk to you again, right? That's a thing. That could totally be a thing. They would have that right. I would never have a bad word to say about anybody. And it would be what it is. You know what I'm saying? It would be what it is. I was lucky to have had these people in my life, and I am so good alone too. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that leaves my life from this point forward wouldn't even have to worry about it going public unless they brought it public. And of course, I will stand up for myself. But like, other than that, I don't have an inkling in the world that any of my friends currently would ever expose Tyra. Any anti-community is going to blow up. All of you people have watched it over and over and over. Yet all of you want to be part of the most toxic community on this side of the YouTube streets. Like, what are you thinking? And what made you even want to have any parts in that? Nobody in this lifetime ever again will convince me I'm not who the fuck I know that I am. And I am that bitch. I do get shit done. I'm a hustler. I'm business minded. I can do anything I put my mind to. I can teach myself anything. All of the things. I could sit here for 20 minutes easily and read off of a list of how great I am. Do I have flaws? Absolutely. We all have flaws. I am a flawed human for sure. But even with my flaws, even on my worst day, I'm still that bad bitch. And I always will be. I always have been. And just in case anyone thinks I'm like in psychosis and, you know, delusional and all the things. No, this is someone who's medicated and feeling better. And trust me, I'm with my father. So if he knows I'm not okay, he's definitely going to make sure that I become okay in some way, shape, or form. This is not me, you know, Tyra's mentally ill and she's, you know, talking like she's the shit. But real talk, like, I know I'm the shit. You people would not be so obsessed with me for 6 years almost. 6 years almost. Maybe it's more like 5 years, but like that toxic ass community or toxic ass friendships. I have everything you wish you had. You could say I have a dead channel. You could say all the things. That doesn't make it true. Just sit back and watch. Just be patient, Blueski. I have only just begun. Watch and learn. And P.S. It is truly time to get over it and move the fuck on because you're embarrassing. All of yous are embarrassing already. Shame on all of yous. We are all too old for this shit. I think it's one thing for us to come here and not know no better. We've all had to learn lessons over and over and over. Some of you like to go into all different communities and you have problems in all the communities you go to. Like, it's a thing. And everybody is just going to have to come to terms with the fact that you will not change my mind about myself. To me, regardless of any kind of money you got, material items you got, homes you got, cars you got, any of the things. None of that means shit when you've lived the life that I've lived and survived. I am totally good now. I'm gonna stay good. And that's it, that's all. It's time to come to terms. You can't change my mind about myself. And I've never shared every success any more than I've shared every trial or tribulation. All in all, you people really don't know me. You just think you do. It's all extremely, extremely unhealthy. All of it. I thought I had taken the screenshots of both of the people who had left comments under my video, and they're not blocked because I've never seen them before in my life. What I do know is that they have something to do with the Dirty Dozen. So if Alicia is behind one of these accounts and she's participating in any of this stuff, talk about fucking gross. Second of all, I don't care who thinks I'm a puss. I don't give a shit who thinks I'm scared. I don't give a fuck who thinks what, because my ego is definitely not where it used to be. Disrespect is not even something that concerns me, because as long as you're just running your mouth, what else matters? And Tracy didn't just know where to find me every day because it was obvious I spent all my time at the Eagle. She knew my address because she has my laptop. Tracy knew where to find me for a year and she never showed up. But she's coming back to YouTube after months of not saying nothing. What does that say about her, guys? And she literally posted on her community tab, I'm not willing to look for that receipt, but she literally put on blast exactly where I lived at. And that's because she has the laptop and it automatically was logged into the same Gmail that when I was ordering off Amazon, I didn't realize it was even going to that Gmail. So when she said she knew where I lived, I was able to realize how.
Why not just stay in a hospital where she's safe and other people are safe? Like, just check yourself into a hospital and throw away the key. It's just really, it's weird. It's, ugh, like I said, I have like cringe. Like, it's the people, like, what was that girl that you were talking about not too long ago?
Gypsy Rose?
Yes. It's like that type of feeling. Like, It's
She was already an adult woman that did that when she did that to her mother, by the way. Not a
Oh, really?
She was 23.
Oh, wow. I thought it was like a teenage
No.
couple and oh, wow. But it's just like when you watch those and you're like, oh my God, did this really happen? Like, that's how I'm feeling right now with all her videos and everything I'm just hearing. It's like, oh my God, is this like real life? Like, she's somebody's neighbor.
I know this heifer is not comparing me to Gypsy Rose, and I'm cringe based on old videos. Like, what are you even talking about? Girl, you better check yourself. You're talking reckless as fuck, girl. And you didn't have shit to say when I was down the fucking street from you. That's real talk. What are you doing on YouTube right now?
Like, that's just, it's scary. Oh, Tara, are you here?
That's how I know her and her husband always got my name in their mouth, because he calls me Tara. She knows my name.
The link's there, boo. What part's hilarious, you or Coley? Because, man, you guys are scary individuals.
First Gypsy Rose, then Coley, huh? Coley has been trying to be like me her whole fucking 6 years on this platform, fam. Me and Coley are not the same. Get it together.
Get interesting. Terry, you still here?
We knew you were listening, though. Tara, you've been here. Let's not start off with a lie.
I know that yous want to believe that I don't have a life like yous. I do not watch anything yous got going on. I just don't. When I went in there, I heard, ew, it's cringe, and Gypsy Rose, and she acts like Gypsy Rose, and she's dangerous.
Because I know you're not going to come and act bothered that we're talking about Coley.
What in the world do I have to do with Coley's fucking crazy ass, bro? Like, why? Why is that even a thing? Like, girl, you don't know shit.
I'm going to try to copy and paste it too, so. Because obviously I'm not blocked.
Oh, no, that's my press-on channel, and I don't even need to go on it until probably the 1st of the month. That's why.
Hold on a second. Give me just a second. It's coming. Just a second.
Okay, before I bring you up, Tara, I'm using your name. I'm going to be polite. I'm asking you not to be disrespectful to me or to Terry. Neither one of us will be disrespectful to you. I'm showing you some courtesy. Stand back. Okay. No screaming, no yelling. You show some courtesy and we will do the same. There's going to be no ganging up on anybody. I'm going to bring you up on the stage now.
She had me waiting a good 2 minutes because she had to get Terry up on that stage first. And then she wants to set ground rules not to be disrespectful. After 25 streams about me, what?
You don't know me. Why are you acting like I come up on your panel ever and talk crazy? Why are you acting like you know me? I need to know just one thing. I have one question for all three of you. What in the fuck are you doing with your life?
This is why I shouldn't have gone on the panel. But as I'm editing the video, or finishing up the video, can't remember which one, this was about 10:30, right? I go in there because I'm just like, I'm going to ask them for the link. I just have one question for them. Everybody basically gets real silent, real motherfucking awkward, and the only person who does end up talking is TRACY. But the zookeeper and Slothy have so much to say behind my back. I get on panel, they're silent.
You don't have no lives. We understand why they're here. You have a whole life, right?
I do. So why did you get a storage?
I got a storage to put my clothes in.
You said I stole
the one bag that you had out there in all my organization and all the nail stiff stuff you kept. My baby daddy, if I could find his Zophine ass, I would bring him over here. His homeboy came with, or he's the one who brought me over there. His homeboy knows there was not my shit. Lázaro was with me when I got the storage. There was no nail stuff. There was no computer. I told him, I'll let you use my laptop, bro. I'm homeless. What do I need the laptop for? I sure didn't give it to him because it wasn't there, Tracy. And you know it. Tell me to my face you didn't take my shit. You weirdo. You fucking op. You are an undercover op. You need a fucking life. All of you. All of you fucking weirdos. All of you fucking weirdos. Get a goddamn life.
And just like that, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not sorry. I don't feel bad. Weirdo is not even nearly remotely as bad as the things I'm sure they've said about me. Okay? We're not going to pretend that them being a weirdo and me calling it out is bad.
Oh, there goes the insults, and that's exactly what we thought she would do.
Weirdo is an insult to you bitches? Shit, calling you bitches isn't an insult to you bitches. After all this shit you guys have said about me, are you fucking kidding? And what do you mean? Just like we knew she would. Tracy, what do you know about me on YouTube? You didn't know me for 4 years on YouTube, girl. I started my YouTube channel and I wasn't even your friend no more for 4 years. We were friends for like 2 months before you came and got me. What are you talking about? You don't know me. Like, what?
A whole storage for a bag of clothes that she also said that I stole.
I'm actually so glad you mentioned that, because that's exactly why I didn't keep the storage, because I wasn't paying 75 bucks a month for one garbage bag full of winter clothes in the dead of fucking summer. No, I didn't even keep the storage, therefore I lost the rest of everything that I did have, okay, because I was not paying storage on that. So yeah, great point, because you didn't give me most of my shit. She couldn't answer my question. She didn't ask me, why are you saying I stole your stuff? She's using the one thing that makes sense. Why did you get a storage if I didn't give you your stuff? I talked about it in a video. I did put the little bit of my belongings that you know, you went through my clothes. You gave me only my stuff back that you didn't want. Because your broke ass can't even buy yourself clothes at the time. Right? Because you're a loser. Just like me. 5:30 in the morning, and I am just about finished with this video. But I will say this. It's now a 2-hour long video. I've never made a video this long in my life. And, yeah, I won't be making one like this ever again. You're going to continue to do what yous do. It is what it is. I don't think anyone should be fucking participating in it, but hey, who am I, right? Who am I? I'm no better than anybody because I'm the loser here, right? Like, me and my friends are the losers. Let's just be the losers. Fuck a bingo club. Just call us the loser club, right? But, like, the feeling is mutual. Like, I really think you guys are a bunch of losers. It's embarrassing. And none of you make money from it. That's the worst part. When I did it, I made hundreds of dollars in a month. Just talking shit every day. Passing my time talking shit. Going back and forth with folks. I will never understand this mentality. And I will never, never allow anyone to lie in my face about something that devastated me. She does not want to be seen as a thief. I mean, I get that. Like, who would want to? Because that's the grimiest shit you could do. Especially when you were someone's best friend. And, like, I didn't do anything to her. She has come back and forth on YouTube for 2 years now. She don't stop. She don't leave me alone. Her or her husband. This shit could only fucking happen to me. And I understand it's probably so entertaining. Because it's like, wow, someone from her real life is exposing her for the truth, you know? But it's not exposing me. It's just a bunch of lies. And I can't get angry unless you lie. If you lie, then I'm gonna get angry. But if you tell the truth, how am I supposed to get angry? I'm the shit. I'll always be the shit. On my worst day, I'm the shit. And I'm gonna keep being the shit. And if I'm gonna be your content, I'll be keeping you guys busy. Just make sure you don't break TOS, because I got 2 copyright strikes going in as soon as I get to the laptop. Do not stream me live ever again. 3 strikes, you're out. So, I got 2 of them. You people do whatever makes you happy in life, and if that's talking about me for hours on end every night, then hey, that's yous. Do yous, booze. But I give a fuck about YouTube. I've always given a fuck about YouTube, and I will continue to give a fuck about YouTube until I do not. I will not be ran off this platform, and I certainly will not be convinced that I am anything but who I think I motherfucking am. I am that girl. Always been. Always will be. I will be 70 and I will still be that bitch. And I think if you guys had the self-confidence that I had, you'd be way better off and you wouldn't be talking about me at all. But I have been out of the algorithm for 4 months. I would love if you guys, you know, brought some attention my way, some way, somehow. We love free promotion, and that's all it ever has been. And I wish I knew this long, long ago, because the money was not worth the pain that came with the beefing at the end of the day. People get hurt. People on the internet are psychopaths. People on the internet go real life. Before you know it, you know, people have CPS at their door, you know, police at their door doing wellness checks. Like, no. I want no parts of it, and I just see this shit getting worse and worse and worse. I'm really gonna get up out of here. I need to export this video because I'm so tired. I don't even know how I'm awake right now. I also need a fucking cigarette. Peace out, Girl Scout.